Welcome to the jungle și bine ați venit în jungla virtuală unde
Well,
imposibil e
well.
posibil.
How's the commandant as a host?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in
Avem
shackles
aici
and throw us into the
continuare.
river?
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kieran Ep.9, Yorvet's right-hand elf, is among them?
No,
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
let's pay him a visit.
Bun, bun. Aproape gata. Ce s-a întâmplat cu King? Asta e Assassin of the King. Și cu memoria, unde e cu memoria? Pula mea. Hai să vedem.
I tell him I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
Dar aici avem voi. Nu prea e nimic de ciordit de pe aici.
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Laredo's orders,
I already cut a deal with you, but
so get out of my way.
he won't tell you much. He's dying.
Hai dă-te în pula mea la o parte, mamă, ți-o opărit. Eu să știi tu ce ești. Dă-te așa că te crap.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now. Look, Birdie's all wet. Hey, Birdie, you get wet just looking at me.
Get ready, Birdie. We'll be down to see you right after our watch.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axie sign to calm him.
Perfect.
Așa facem.
It's no use.
You wish, Horson.
Ce ai zis, mă?
I'm no traitor.
Te tai, gata.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam. On the prison barge.
The convict's barge?
Cum vorbește asta, zic că e făcut în măsele.
How did Laredo's goons catch Yorvith's right-hand elf?
I was betrayed. How else?
You'd be dying in pain if it wasn't for us.
If it wasn't for the Dwan, I wouldn't be here.
There's a Witcher in Yorvith's unit.
Like every Dwan, he turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow.
Roses of remembrance?
Yes, some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven
The
brother
last.
in order to control the unit. I refused, and there was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. was a massacre. Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost. So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Why does the Dwan want Yorvith dead?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side.
What does Yorvith want? Why Flotsam?
Go plough yourself.
Only I can warn Yorvith. Tell me.
We're fighting for much more, Witcher. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods.
What battle?
He wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
Letho. He's the Kingslayer?
Yes.
Ok. Deci ăla e.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynblade.
Ca să să vin.
Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. Among the last, fighting makes sense, now more than ever before.
What are you talking about, Kieran? Hope for what?
For change, for a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom.
Dar văd că are viziune, ia să vedem.
Yennefer told me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits
Țiții.
another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avalach.
Deci este negru.
We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island.
La e regele.
And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to
Mamă,
the
cât
Essex.
sunt.
Return to the Witcher's path.
Cață și talent. O armată întreagă. Ce mă bat singur cu ei.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avalach, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Ciri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kieran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true,
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorvith, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorvith can wait.
Want me to go with you?
Nu știu, mă mai gândesc. Da. Să o iau, să nu o iau. Haide,
I'd love your company.
All right then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest.
Lead the way.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day
Îți
now.
pui pula, gata.
Look, birdie's all wet.
Welcome.
Well,
What's the bloody meaning of this?
Be vigilant. Be vigilant.
cred că ascult sabia să mă tai. Parcă e cineva aici, a? Nu-i. Mi s-a părut. Hai, fă, hai, moțu. Că nu vin ca proști unul în altul. Este și ziua și noapte. Interesant.
I think we've arrived. The cascade, the menhir. We need to take the path leading upwards.
Gardens in the middle of forests? Those elves really like to complicate things.
Stop whining. It's not far now.
Ei, hai atunci. Nu ne pula mea. Că drumul ăsta așa e.
Legends are almost always beautiful, especially elven ones. The reality often leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, Cedric also said the site itself was something wonderful. The rose must be here somewhere.
I'll look around.
Alden and Cymoril. Cedric said Cymoril eclipsed even Francesca Findabair with her beauty, and Francesca's reputed to be the world's most beautiful woman.
Cedric drinks too much.
He really has visions, you know. He really has the gift. He could learn to control it if he drank less.
Cedric drinks to get rid of the visions, and that's something I understand perfectly well.
Ok.
Look out. It's beautiful. I just don't understand it. How did the elves become so cruel? The one with the scar had so much hatred in him.
Places like this make you realize just how much they've lost. There used to be entire elven cities. Joy not to hide in. Reservations. Yorvith and his kind are taking
De ce nu mergem, mă? Că vorbesc cu asta, de-aia nu mergi.
are like that.
Kieran said there's a lot more at stake.
Tricks.
Cymoril's Rose of Remembrance. Legend has it they wilt unless nourished with blood, and also if they're sold.
Să-i dau ei aia. Păi ea știe să facă, atunci...
Oh, Geralt.
I want you to keep it. If there's any truth to the legend, it shouldn't wilt, even if you pluck a petal or two.
Thank you.
This is the statue, Curly.
Cât ești pe
Don't
ăștia?
mind us.
What's
Imagine the
Kitari?
corn we'll get. I won't leave the brothel for a month.
6 weeks even.
Where does that woman get the gold for all this? I mean, her and the old man, they're buying a new house. And now these statues for the garden. Must be defraying the treasury. What's a town chancellor do anyway?
It'd be ploughing hard to move.
We'd never shift it in one piece. I know. We'll break off the legs, the heads, remove it in bits.
Break off your own head, clown.
Shut your trap, cunt.
And
Kill them!
Hit the brake!
Not bad for a freakinator!
Hai de rău, mamuțoi. Nu!
Watch out!
Bă, ești prost? Ah, cranky de la ea. Mi-am luat spatele mine. Picat pe săbile alea.
Many
A rămas muzica,
people
s-a buguit.
before human ships ever appeared in the Pontar Delta. Elves possess a sensitivity humans can't ever hope to acquire.
O baie
Looks
termală.
like we're stuck. Well, there must be another way out of here. Why are you looking at me that way? Do I have something on my face?
Da, pula mea.
What's going on in that head of yours, Witcher?
Oh, you know. Stuff.
Sta.
You could use a bath.
So could you.
Ești nebun. Îți dai seama să poți să folosesc magia așa și să te dezbraci fără să te dezbraci? Țâții! Băbis! Decât realistic. Acum vin. A tras cu totul. Mafia. Nu știu dacă venea cineva acum. Uite, a venit muștele ăla, știi. Dwarf elf.
A witcher's blade. Letho comes here to think.
Opa,
Well, he's not here now, so we've no reason to stay.
o să ne dea ăștia în
The
gât.
Dwan stole the story of Eldon and Cymoril, but they now steal our roses of remembrance. A more silly and shallow tale I've never heard. An enchanted wood, a beautiful elven couple living within. A handsome human prince arrives, riding a milk-white stallion. Bloody Dwan. We Edge remember how it was.
Dă-i taci, rupe fuși.
Devotion, passion, commitment, and sacrifice.
Bă, dar toate au modelul ăla de fluci.
Legend has it the lovers' signs are enchanted within these very stones, though only those in love can.
Singing bushes, jabbering stones, elfin hogwash.
Sau de cum țipă.
Well, I'm buggers.
Se aude cum geme. E lui fușu.
We should take walks more often. For a while there, I forgot all about Flotsam, the Scoia'tael, the Kingslayer, the whole world, really.
Nice to know I still have that power.
I need time to devise the spell. It could take as much as a few days. What do you plan to do while you wait?
I'm going to
Opa.
meet Yorvith.
Well, don't get yourself killed. That'd be pretty stupid now.
What are you getting at?
You're about to recover your memory, which will give you a whole new perspective on things.
Uh-huh. And you expect me to drop everything and tell Roach, hey, it's been great, but I've got places to go and people to find?
You know, you could. I mean, you don't really owe him anything. I'm just afraid you'll get caught up in something and you won't be able to back out. Yorveth's a sly old elf. He's been fighting humans for a full century at least. It's a mire, Geralt. Deep and hungry, and it could swallow you whole before you know it.
It possibly already has.
I want you to know that I'm prepared to travel to the end of the world with you to save Yennefer. I owe you that. I owe her that. I'm prepared to drop everything. The trappings of court life, politics, the regicide. I could even live at Kaer Morhen. It's up to you.
Triss.
Let me finish. I can only say this once. If you want to go alone, I'll understand. And I won't try to persuade you otherwise.
I can't know what the future holds. I don't know what else is hidden in my mind. But whatever it is, whatever happens, I don't want to lose you. I'd have to be an utter fool and complete ingrate to let you go.
That's kind. Thank you. Does that mean we're leaving the regicides to Roach and tending to our own matters?
I think so, and I think you're right. I don't owe anyone anything.
I'm glad you've noticed that.
But that doesn't mean I'm willing to sit around doing nothing. You need time anyway, and in that time I'll catch the Kingslayer.
Geralt, please, be careful.
I'll go see Zoltan, and together we'll go find Yorvith.
Vorbește aici cu
I'll capture the
maestru.
Kingslayer, and then we can go back to living our own lives.
Good. Will you talk to Roach?
I'll think about it.
Sună frumos, da? De zis e ușor, dar de făcut e cam greu.
Geralt! Geralt!
Lasă-mă cu aia să lutez și eu aici. Trească-mă.
Is everything all right? This is nice. What a beautiful place.
Very.
How do you find us?
Finding those I seek is a speciality of mine. Now, let's get out of here. The Scoia'tael are out in droves.
Wait, Vernon. We need to talk.
About what?
A few days from now, I plan to leave, get back on the path, back to my Witcher's work. That'll mean the end of our mission.
Care to tell me what prompted this decision?
Triss. She knows how to restore my memory.
Why not drop everything and leave now?
Triss needs time to prepare the spells.
You're giving up. No other name for it. You're just giving up. What of the Kingslayer? Many still believe you're him.
I don't think I care anymore. Those whose opinions I value, well, they know the truth.
Uh-huh. You see someone kick a dog and you're incapable of letting it go. And you want to release that fiend who we've succeeded in cornering, who's thrashing to get out of the cage we've put up around him.
I want nothing of the sort. I'm not leaving for a few more days. In that time, I'll catch Letho for you.
How?
You're not going to like this, but it'll involve working with the Scoia'tael.
Is your mind completely plowed at this point? Did Triss put this nonsense in your head?
Listen to me. You'll get your Kingslayer soon. I'll give you him or his head. After which you'll clear me of all charges and let me go my way.
What else? Perhaps you'd like me to embrace Yorvith in gratitude as well.
Yorvith's not my problem. I'm no elf hunter. I've never been one, and I don't intend to become one.
Corect.
Enough. You've made your decision, I can see that. So be it. But I think we all know who's being the prick here.
Hai în pula mea și las. Ia. Nu mă lasă să trec pe partea altă. Dați.
Rito wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison barge already.
Yorvith's outsmarted bigger fish than the Commandant.
Larito's got something going with Sheila, so I'd take him seriously if I were you.
You never know. Maybe the sorceress hunts more than monsters.
De unde? Cred că ea a adus.
I found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
You mean the burned down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower. A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north.
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley. The North's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Laredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
Okay.
You'll get a chance to show your mettle. If we're to capture Foltest's murderer, we'll have to clash with the Scoia'tael.
I sent the boys out into the woods. Tough going, too dense. My scouts got ambushed and barely escaped.
It's no picnic hunting elves in the forest. Tell me something I don't know.
My people saw the Kingslayer again. He knows we're here, but he's not even trying to escape. Seems he's waiting for something.
I think it's our move. So long, Roach.
Deci nu mai e nimic, dar nici nu știu ce dracu am luat de acolo. Ah, The Wild Hunt. The Sky? Jagged Sword, adică ce am eu acum? Interesant. Bine, ți-o lăsați eu tură dacă tot insiști. Florile le-am dat la asta. Sper să nu se pierdă în pula mea. Ce zice domnul Zoltanu?
Any news?
Frisk has sniffed something out. Apparently, there are prisoners on the barge in the port.
Asta știu.
I spoke to the commandant. The future hardly looks bright for the non-humans in Flotsam.
That fucker's only waiting for an excuse. One small provocation by Yorvith and he'll attack us.
How do you know?
Heard it by chance. Saw him walking through the port one night talking to himself, the batty bastard. He mentioned a new order and a world for humans only. Yorvith must sense it. He's doing everything not to provoke Laredo, but his Scoia'tael might have a different opinion.
Zoltan, I need to ask you a favor.
Shoot.
I heard you know the local Scoia'tael.
You heard? Meaning some goat's arse in a helmet hollowed it out in the market square.
I need some way to get to this Yorvith.
You know, I don't want you thinking I'm all chummy with the Scoia'tael. And Yorvith detests me. Why would you want to see him anyway?
He knows where the Kingslayer is.
Yorvith? And here I always thought him a common thug. All right.
Mai jos, bă, sau
No
nu?
reason to sit on our asses. Come on. You can tell me everything on the way.
Tu așa barbata.
Lead on.
Tell me, who said I have contracts with the Scoia'tael?
Laredo.
What a prick. Geralt, you coming? Get back here.
Ah, foarte, am înțeles.
That's why he wanted to hang you? For making deals with the squirrels?
What? I met a few, yes, but made no fucking deals. They say Yorveth's mad, but the Scoia'tael are at his beck and call. Sod knows what he wants.
Hope you'll tell me what it is.
Tell you what, of two evils, Lorino's the bigger prick. Geralt, you coming? Get back here.
Because he almost hanged you?
Because he stirs up the locals against non-humans. And there's word he's colluding with Kedwin.
What's his aim?
You coming now?
King Hansel will gladly annex Warland and grant Lorino privileges. God, you've got a long way to go.
Ia zi, Gogule. Unde?
We need to go deeper into the forest. I hope they didn't change the password.
You know their password? What are you playing at, Sultan?
All right. The Scoia'tael asked me to command the route.
No wonder Luido wanted you hanged.
They may have asked, but I didn't accept their fucking offer. This is it. I was due to meet them here.
I know. They're aiming arrows at us.
Ce?
What?
Asta nu
Geralt, I know full well you're always vigilant, but quit poking fun at me.
Give them the password.
What them?
Hurry up, they're edgy.
Kierkegaard!
Stop bawling. What do you want?
Countersign.
Heidegger.
pizdici?
I asked you a question.
Take us to Yorveth.
Why?
If we wanted to speak with you, we wouldn't ask for your leader.
Yorveth won't talk with you.
De ce
You
nu?
don't know that.
Leave while you're still able.
The two of you won't scare us off.
There are 4 more in that tree.
How do you know?
I can hear them breathing. One's sick or on Fistek.
How?
He's wheezing.
What? You elfin cocks gone soft?
We just want to talk to Yorvith.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where.
Ia, tu ce ai venit, fă? Ai venit să suși pula?
Yorveth know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt. I know what these elven pricks have planned. Been there once.
What are you talking about?
That clearing is a monster's lair. Huge horse son with a shell on its back.
An Ericus in these parts? I thought that was impossible.
I don't know the shit's name, but it's terrifying. They sent us
Singurul care mai avea arcans de la era Cedric. E aici... E ceva aici. Ce e aici? Nimic interesant. Acum am văzut că acum am văzut că am tribări la Vigor. La energie. Opa.
We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Yorvith.
Exactly. Any ideas?
I last fought an Ericus some time ago.
I never had the swiving pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
What are you... Think me a limp prick?
Bine, mă, vino și tu. Ei dăm cu bleeding. Unde aici? Haide.
This is the place the elves mentioned. That thing approaching us is
A apărut. Jucăria lui. Mamă, ce îmi rupe sabia asta, măcar. Gata, le-am luat. Bine că ne-am luat repede, că văd că suntem atacați. You're right. Văd că și le-ai desenat.
Lovely show, Gwynblade. But tell me, was it worth it? An uneven fight and certain death await you anyway.
I could ask you the same thing.
What do you want with that gun? Speak quickly before I kill you both.
Letho betrayed you. He wanted to make a deal with your comrade, Kieran.
Kieran Ep.9 is dead.
Normal.
2 weeks ago, his warriors were ambushed and killed. You should invent better lies, Gwynblade.
He's on the barge, wounded but alive. He turned Letho down, and his unit paid the ultimate price.
If you speak the truth, Letho will die. But words alone are not enough.
Nu fiți proști, că după aia tot voi o să pierdeți. Să vedem ce să aleg eu acum. Ce aș putea să aleg?
What's your angle, Yorvith?
You wouldn't understand.
Hiding in woods, killing berry pickers, eating roots.
We live by our own rules, doing what's necessary to attain our goal.
Nu mai spune.
What is your goal?
What's it to you, Geralt? Esset Vatkan. You tell me to stuff it up my arse.
Not everything deserves that fate. My life now depends on your whim, so I'm curious.
Then listen well. The 2 dead kings were whoresomes who damned their own children to stay in power. But in the east, there's someone truly deserving of a crown.
So the hired assassin turned out to be a traitor.
It's his word against yours.
For now, why do you trust him? Because he's a Dwan who agreed to do shady work for you?
He did what had to be done. He proved nobody's untouchable.
Și?
You attack and murder the people of Flotsam, forgetting that elves and dwarves live among them.
That's no life. They've been stripped of self-respect, forced to live and die by human laws. They're more Dwan than you, Geralt.
You still trust this assassin?
You may be lying.
If I'm lying, so did Kieran.
We'll investigate it for his sake. We shall see how Letho reacts to your sensational news.
Where is he?
Hai zi acum.
The ruins of Kelmerwed. For some reason, he likes the place. My unit will cover us. Ready?
Why did you want Foltest dead?
He might have appeared charming, but in reality he allowed the elder races in Temeria to be oppressed. He was like old Dwan, but his death has more significance.
Let's meet there. I have something to take care of first.
Vafael, Gwynblade. Just don't try any tricks.
Mai vedem.
Came here together, we're leaving together.
No, Zoltan. Your presence might raise suspicions.
As you wish. Just don't get slaughtered.
Nu mă, nimic de lotat pe aici. pa. Deci aici se ascundeau muișii ăștia. Ok, deci nimic interesant. Aici nu mai am cum să mă duc. Eu, ciocănitare auzi.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Stai că nu mai știu pe unde să mă duc. Cam multe pietre pe aici. Bun, am salvat aici. Ia să vedem. Să întâlnim pe Kingslayer.
We need a ruse. Tell Letho you've captured me and want to hand me over to him.
And you?
I'll be unarmed, hands bound. If you're not lying, his reaction will confirm it. I don't trust you, of course. My warriors will cover us. If you try anything stupid...
I get it.
I don't think so. Do anything stupid and they'll tie you down on an anthill, face-coated with honey.
Hai mă, vezi de treabă.
Always so grandiose. We could just tell Letho to own
Dă-i
up.
drumul acolo.
I'd fail men here Tenverde.
Conquer with courage rather than strength.
Exactly. Let's go.
De bici.
My warriors observe us. One wrong move and you're a dead one.
Uite-l pe fraier. Mi-a mic, e goril.
Geralt of Rivia, what's the meaning of this?
I'm here to negotiate.
Yorveth, the woodland fox, caught at last. I underestimated you.
Who are you?
You really don't remember?
Huh?
I'm sick of that question.
So it's true. And here I feared that you would ruin it all. I am Letho of Gullet. I'm a Kingslayer.
Joke's over. Unbind me.
Tell me who you're working for, and the elf is yours.
We work for ourselves.
We?
The Kingslayers.
Demavend, Foltest? Who else? Who the hell are you?
We've met, Geralt. Do you remember?
Unde dracu?
No.
I'll never forget it. You saved my life. White Wolf. We fought side by side. Now we'll cross blades. This wouldn't be necessary if I'd killed Yorveth first.
Surrey and orcs will drown in their own blood.
Oh, I don't think so. My men will finish their task long before the Scoia'tael in the Pontar Valley realize you're dead.
I wondered what a human was doing among the Scoia'tael.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. know the same. The Scoia'tael are my brother's invent.
Seret and Ox, who are they?
Kingslayers, the Scoia'tael are assisting in the Pontar Valley, in
Mai
Upper
sunt doi.
Edirn.
You killed Foltest. You'll answer for that.
You're the only one who saw it happen. You'll do the answering.
Ok, hai să luăm așa cu ușurel.
This doesn't need to end in blood. Tell me everything.
Enough of this farce! Vedrai, Enlay!
Ești prostare.
What game are you playing?
One that you just lost.
Ce prostie.
Give me my sword.
I have to kill you. Try it, but I'm no king.
Acum putem să picăm.
Such a pity we're on opposite sides.
M-am aruncat în altă parte.
I see you still know how to fight.
Why do you hound me? They think I killed Foltest. Fall from playing soldier boy.
Mă căpăcește ăștia.
Why would a witcher kill kings? I'm a witcher no more. That's long ago. So you're bad, huh? Congratulations. You should have surrendered when you could.
Dă-i tati, nu-l ierta.
But you the muscles wrong. One thing the wild hunt couldn't take.
L-am omorât? Bă, ești prost? Ce? N-am murit? Bă, dă-te, dracu.
A witcher and a few elves are enough to kill a king?
You've no idea how many people were eager to help us.
Ne sunteți
You really
mulți.
think they will all keep quiet?
Yorveth's time is running out. The others will be judged and condemned for sowing chaos.
So, why?
You were one of us, Geralt. You saved us. Now we're even. Your witch is good with magic. Think she'll be able to teleport me to Edirn. If she behaves, I won't harm her.
I'll find you.
See you in Edirn, then.
Tot eu l-am bătut, tot ce mi-au l-am bătut. Eu nu înțeleg cum vine asta.
Where's Roach?
We killed a few of his men. The rest ran. Is Letho dead?
On his way to Flotsam.
How do you know?
He wants to find Triss.
Kill him. Before he contacts the others.
You shouldn't have trusted a Dwan. Let's go.
We can't go there, Geralt. The garrison.
Of course. I forgot what kind of warriors you are.
Mes tere, Gwynblade. Good luck.
Asta le-a furat de la mine. Bine, nu pe toate. Bă, mi-a luat sabia. Nu, asta e sabia mea. Știu că aveam un jagged de aia. Ah, uite aici. Bun. Nu înțeleg cum pula mea a reușit să mă arunce el. Nu era gaura asta. Ciudat. Eu ăsta pe aici pare că se dărâmă. Da, pula mea. Am luat tot ce îmi trebuia. Plus ce mai era pe aici. De 70. E drag să mai salvez, mă, cred. Asta cred că s-a teleportat deja. Și m-a speriat de statuia aia.
Non-human rabble their place.
The vultures gather.
We were too good to you. Fattened yourselves on our toil.
Mamă, ce s-a întâmplat mai aici? Hai, mă, în pula mea.
Look, lads, another freak.
Ce-i mă?
What do you want?
Leave the dwarf alone. He's done you no harm.
Right, he's our neighbor.
We best go home, folks.
Thanks, Witcher. If not for you, I'd be a dead dwarf.
Aye, the humans have gone mad.
You're killing innocents!
Innocents!
Geralt! And now, good people, return to your homes before you taste a Witcher's blade.
A pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Vizima.
So what'll it be, innkeeper?
They killed my son. Damned elves. I want their blood for that.
Mă?
These elves had nothing to do with your son's death. Don't shed their blood.
Now that you mention it, yeah, leave them be. Go home, folks.
Hai, folks, hai, mă.
Thank you, Gwynblade. We'd be dead if not for you.
The sooner we flee, the better.
Take care. Who opened the gates of hell?
I don't have any proof, but my coin's on Laredo. Rulers are always looking for a way to cover their mistakes and failures. This town will never be the same. A time of disdain has come.
How did the rioting start?
They say it's revenge for those soldiers who died following Roach. But they were just thugs on Laredo's pay. Spontaneous riot my ass. Laredo's staying out of it, keeping his hands clean. But his thugs are inciting the mob.
I don't intend to. Why don't the guards do anything?
Why would they? The squirrels slaughtered their cronies, and Laredo hasn't given them any orders.
Am înțeles.
We need to find Triss.
Last I saw her, she was on her way to meet Sheila in her rented quarters at the inn.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
I was lucky enough to get the key to Sheila's nest. Incidentally, for a big woman, the innkeeper's wife...
Am înțeles. Tem pula mea. A blocat ușa aia. Așteaptă nu se învață minte.
It's that sorcerer.
Leave them alone. They've done you no harm.
Right, they're our neighbors.
Let's go home, lads.
A bine, ladies.
I just about felt the blades chill between my ribs. We've done them no harm.
Ca să verific o chestie înainte de asta. Trebuie să dau un save aici. Du. E bine că ăștia nu fac nimic. Pot să le dau aici de unul. Nu merge să-i dau. Băguit. Ok, nu e problemă. Dacă putem să intrăm prin altă parte. E blocat. Da, dacă l omori pe Lorido acum. Oare ce se întâmplă? Dacă îi dai o bucată acolo la Lorido. Oare ce se întâmplă? Cu ea peste tot, fii atent.
Any news for me, Witcher?
papers.
I killed the Karen. Sheila and I dragged it out of the water, toppled a piece of the bridge to weigh it down, and blew it up.
I heard.
So, Dandelion and Zoltan are free.
As we agreed.
Ok.
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and
I guess you're finding it hard to get rid of Yorvith.
He's stubborn, it's true, but he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. If need be, we'll remind the Long-Ears where they belong.
Nu am înțeles. Asta că... Sunt curios unde este îndreptat. Interesant. Am înțeles. Hai să vedem ce se întâmplă acolo.
Say something, or did you just fart?
Și în pula mea să aud sunetele peste tot, că nu a pățit nimeni nimic. Bine, nu mai pățești. Am murit pe toți, mă. Ești prost.
Hey!
Da, sunt. Bă, da, Crăciun. Bine, hai să mergem unde avem treabă. Nimic.
Not good.
Don't just stand there. We need to look for clues. Sheila's bodyguard. His neck's broken. No wounds. So that's not his blood.
Triss enters, breaks the
Că
guard.
și el bodyguard ăsta era al lui Lorido.
That's stupid.
What a mess. Somebody had a good time in here. Trashed everything.
I don't get it. Someone else had to be here.
A lot of blood. Too much. Dandelion, look.
What is it?
A peephole. Someone might have been spying.
The brothel's behind that wall. Maybe the madam saw what happened.
Let's go.
Hai să vedem.
Welcome.
Deschide ușa, creștini.
Come back later. We're closed.
Asta e prost sau prost?
They've killed one of my girls.
It's Derai, Geralt. That was her room.
What happened?
They murdered her. Yesterday, they loved her, drank wine with her, told her she's pretty. Today, 5 of them came, drunk on blood.
Interesant.
Client at the time?
No, she was with me. What are you looking at?
I was hoping you knew what happened in the next room. I noticed a peephole. But if you were busy...
We were, until we heard voices beyond the wall. Sheila normally cast spells that blocked both sight and sound, but there was nothing like that this time. We started peeping. Me first. I saw that redhead, Tris Merigold, and Cedric, our drunkard ex-squirrel. The redhead approached the magic mirror and said, let's see who our Ice Queen's been talking to recently.
She meant Sheila.
Even I figured that out. She waved her hands, shouted an incantation, and a man appeared in the room, mighty ugly. Derai was so scared, she squealed. When I finally got Derai out of the way, a different figure was in the room, a woman Tris called Philippa.
Greetings, Philippa.
Ce saremo? Capete di pule.
Tris, you're looking nice.
Deci așa se distrau astea.
Why are you using Sheila's megascope? I can't believe she approved it. That's like using her toothbrush.
Sheila's oblivious to it. What did Sheila want from you?
Isn't it obvious? 2 northern rulers have perished. We've been thinking on these developments.
Temeria is in chaos and I lost my position. There goes the effort we put into building peace. What's your intention? What has the Lodge decided? I mean, it was created to protect the interests of magic.
We'll adjust to the new order and make use of this situation.
5 years of my work wasted? The peace of Sintra hangs by a thread and Temeria will plunge into civil war any day now. There's nothing to use.
Calm down. 2 things should be partaken cold. Sorrel soup and politics. We can't resurrect Foltest, so stop playing the Avenger. We'll proceed wisely and deliberately.
At least help me clear the Witcher's name.
Tris, stop thinking with your vagina and get a hold of yourself. The Witcher will manage.
Do you think the girl...
Saskia the Dragon Slayer? Legend has it she killed a dragon.
Can she oppose Henselt's might?
Ce să zic?
It won't be easy, but she's already accomplished miracles.
So war is inevitable.
Henselt can't be reasoned with.
Why did Sheila come to Flotsam?
It's a delicate matter. We need someone at Henselt's court, but he hates sorceresses.
I know.
Henselt's only son died in a hunting accident 3 years ago. The king has failed to sire more offspring. Sheila claims she can heal the king's faulty apparatus, but needs very rare ingredients.
Which she intends to harvest from the Karen.
Exactly. This way a sorceress will have
A
the king's
răspuns
ear
cam
again.
repede.
That's all I know, really.
Dandelion, any idea who Philippa is?
Philippa Eilhart, sorceress counselor to King Radovid of Redania, a grand mistress of the world's most fetid cuisine. She's amoral in a crystalline way, so devoid of conscience that she's a phenomenon. Rumor is she's out of favor at the Redanian court.
Asta știi tu despre toate femeile.
She probably arranged herself.
What happened to Triss?
I don't know. I already told you about the only conversation I heard. Just before those murderers came, they kicked me and stabbed Derai. But I heard fighting from the other room. The sorceress was screaming. When the murderers left, searching for other victims, I peered outside. Thought I saw Cedric sneaking through the alleys towards the forest. He was staggering.
Thank you, Margot. I owe you.
El n-a ajutat
wait.
deloc.
Give this to Yorveth.
A letter?
The names of Derai's killers.
You're spying for Yorveth?
I help him from time to time. Just give him the letter.
I'll try, but I can't promise anything. Dandelion, wait here for me. I'm... Cedric's blood.
Ia să vedem ce-i dai tu lui Iorba. Că vorbește de... Aha, uite și zice. Mălina, aia pe care am predat-o noi. Deci e bine că am făcut-o. Unde pula mea ieșirea aia? Bună. Pare totul în haos aici. Iar mie nu-mi pasă. Uite urme de sânge. O să vedem ce facem data viitoare. Așa că v-am lăsat. Bye bye.